on YouTube? Vincent Flores here at Pro Trapper Venzo at NTK Crypto coming to you. Just driving around doing some projects, man. I've been really busy. I haven't got to make the videos that I wanted to make, or upgrade Genesis or buy anything lately. So that being said, just finished a few projects this morning. It's about 11:30 here Central Time, and I took a peek at my phone and noticed that, of course, Bitcoin is still like plus over 1850. It's funny how it comes like, oh, I don't know what it is about the 1800 mark or the 1500 mark, why there's so much pushback. Like, for instance, like, is there going to be a certain amount of pushback at 1898, and then it might hit 1900, and it's going to hit 1950, and then 1975, and then at 1985 people are going to freak out, start selling their Bitcoin, cashing into some other kind of coin maybe, just because they can't believe how high it is now. And then it's going to go drop back down to 1650. Then we're going to hear Bitcoin's crashing. Oh my God, it's 1650, it's $1,700. What's wrong with Bitcoin? And all of it more. It's just going to catch more momentum. It's going to finally get back to that 1900 point, and it's going to crack that $2,000 a coin point. And that just seems to be the trend. That's what I see. That's what I think. Doesn't mean I'm right, accurate. Doesn't mean anything. I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy. Been watching Bitcoin since it was $9 or so. I don't even know how long ago it was. 8 years maybe. Been watching it, and I just became an active participant probably 2 or 3 years ago. And that being said, the one thing I noticed, besides most things look like they're in red, was that PIVX is 3% in the green. PIVX, 3% in the green. I don't know what the dollar value is, but I have to guess it's really close to $1. You know, I have to find a way to buy more PIVX. I truly believe that, you know, PIVX has got good things working for it. It's got a great community of people behind it. Their developers are really focused on the community of people. They do have a product to put out there, and they're constantly upgrading and working to make it better. So I do believe it's just a matter of time. So anybody, my personal opinion, and it's just that, it's my opinion, and you might make $1 million more if you do the opposite of what I say. But for this individual, I gotta find a way to buy more PIVX. I still believe it's a phenomenal investment. It's had a long ride up from, you know, the 10 to 15 cent range just months ago, and it lost 50% of its value over its peak time, and now I do believe it's just going to go up from that point on. Bitbean's been a lot of fun. Been mining the crap out of Bitbean the last couple of days, or staking, whatever, minting, sprouting, whatever the right term is. Been sprouting the crap, man. I've had some magic beans lately. My magic beans are growing. Bitbean is definitely down to like 15 Satoshi. That being said, its 15 Satoshi mark is 4 times higher than when I first started buying it at 6 Satoshi, US dollar value wise. So I'm not panicking about it. I'm not upset about it. I love the sprout, man. I love to sprout. 1,000 Bitbeans. I don't care the value isn't a high US dollar value. I just like to sprout. One day, you never know, it might turn into something. Red coin hadn't been doing so well. I'm really pissed off about Verge. I think I mentioned that a few days ago. It was only 4 Satoshi. I recommended a buy. I see that it's, or I didn't see today. Yesterday it was at 7. Who knows what it's at today? I didn't look that quick. But XVG was at 7 Satoshi yesterday. That's almost 100% increase in value in just a few days. That's the exciting thing about these little small coins. If they do it 1 or 2 Satoshis, all of a sudden you're 40% in the green. Take it, hold on to it, sell it at 10, maybe sell it at 7 and wait for it to drop down, because it's going to. I would imagine it'll drop down to 5. That seems to be the target on these little coins like Red Coin and Verge Coin, stuff like that. So, you know, I've been watching some videos out there. Everything's still pretty much the same as far as the main coins you're holding. The only thing I think I've never talked about is NEM, and there's a lot of people talking about it, so y'all might want to consider that. I don't know anything about it, haven't really dug into it. I've been pretty flat the last few weeks on funds, so I haven't done anything. I'm kind of hesitant to move my Dogecoin because I think Doge is going to go up, and you know, I've got not a whole lot. I've probably got 140,000 Doge, 150,000 Doge. So, you know, I'm kind of reluctant to sell that. I got PIVX, of course. I'm just in that for the long haul, so I'm not selling PIVX. But I get your frustration. I do, because you know, now hindsight, of course, is 2020, and I'm like, man, if I only sold at $2, I could have sat on that and then bought back, and now I would have had 7,000 to 8,000 PIVX. Man, I'd almost have a full master node. You know, that's what it seems like, but that's not the case, bro. That's not the case at all. Because if I sold, let's just pretend I did sell PIVX, $2 a PIVX, I sold it. So now what am I going to do with it? It's just sitting in there in my wallet. I'm going to buy this or I'm going to buy that, you know, and I don't know what that particular coin would have been. I don't know what that particular coin would have done. So I could be in the same boat right now. So I'm not mad. I wonder, you know, I look back and wonder. I mean, you have to, right? You have to be curious about it. What did I just do? What didn't I do? Man, if I just did that. Man, I could tell you a big long story about how I could have been a millionaire from college buying gold, you know, if you want to hear a long story, I'm making real short. I was investing in stuff when I was in college. I worked my butt off. I had a lot of money. Put myself through college. Bought a house. Got mutual funds. And I decided one day that the mutual funds weren't for me. They weren't aggressive enough, and it wasn't really a tangible asset. Kind of like Bitcoin, really. If you're using somebody to buy your stuff, you don't hold that. You don't see that. So I had the mutual funds. I went to my guy and I was like, look, I want to buy gold. I want to take all my money out and buy gold. It was $220 an ounce, something like that. And he sat down and told me all the reasons why I shouldn't do that. And then I was like, okay. I was like, I still want to do it. And he didn't want to do it. He advised me against it, talked me out of it. Then I got mad. It's like, man, it's my money. I could have done what I want. So instead, I just took all my money out. And that wasn't a whole lot. I mean, it is for when you're 20 years old, it's a whole lot. I had quite a bit of cash on hand, and I had $3,500 in mutual funds, and took it out. Took off of work for 4 or 5 months. Took leave of absence. Just went and did stuff, whatever I wanted to do during the summer. Didn't go to, didn't have classes, didn't have work, just didn't do anything. It was actually pretty awesome. That being said, if I had bought gold and it went up to, at the time it was about $1,800 an ounce when my next investment occurred. $1,800 an ounce, but I would have had, about $30,000 of gold at least. That $3,500 would have turned into probably, what is that? 5, 10, 15, about 18. So let's say roughly $30,000. Yeah, $30,000 in cash. Well, the next best investment at that time was when Sirius Satellite Radio was restructuring, baby. Restructuring. That freaking stock tanked. Went down to 9 cents a share. 9 cents a share, but yet Sirius Satellite Radio is getting plugged into all these cars. So all the money I had was $1,000. took the grand, which could have been 30, and bought 10,000 shares. And now it's $4 a share. You know, I needed the money, so I sold it for a profit way back when, nowhere close to $4 a share. But, you know, $30,000 of 10-cent Sirius satellite radio at $4 a share when it was only 10 cents. You do the math. That's big money. So it's just stuff like that. Don't get caught up in that, because you don't know what would have happened. That's a what if. PIVX is cheap right now. Buy it. That's what I am telling myself. PIVX is cheap right now. Buy it. Do what you can. You know, I think, you know, maybe I'll take my Morgan dollars and my Silver Eagles and this and that I've got stored up. You know, it's only a little bit anyway. And go ahead and sell that and buy a miner or buy some coins. I don't know. I spent all my extra money on a Litecoin miner, and I'm building a rig right now. And I could only afford 2 game cards right now, but it's almost put together, and I'll show that to you soon. Once I get it up and running, I'll kind of show you what I did. If I showed you what I was doing, it would be the longest video in history. It'd be boring and you wouldn't watch it. Much like this video, it's getting too long. So anyways, just kind of, man, don't feel bad about what's going on, whatever's going on in your portfolio. You still have that same number of coins. It's just like stocks. Quantity of stock holdings is what you're going for. So I don't care where the stock goes up, it goes down, just buy a monthly. You know, I have 100 PIVX, let's say. Next month I've got $10. We'll buy 10. I have 110. You know, it goes up. I can only buy 5. Whatever. You want to buy quantity. So at the end of the year, whatever it's at, you have a quantity, and you're just saving that for later, for when it does go up. Because, I mean, look at the market, guys. It fluctuates. The market fluctuates. Don't worry about it. Bitcoin, Bitbean, PIVX, Redcoin, Litecoin, man, Litecoin, what a roller coaster you are. I hope you figure that out. Bitcoin gets high enough, you're gonna get pushed back, and you're gonna go back into the main altcoins, your Ethereum, your Litecoin, Dash. You know, those will, you know, get pumped back up a little bit. So I'm not real concerned about it. That'll happen, and it'll seesaw back to Bitcoin later on, and then it just trickles down to the other ones. So keep your eyes open for the new coins. Bittrex does a real good job of getting coins that are pretty legit. Do your own homework. Do what you like. I'm telling you, PIVX is a good buy. I think you know, in years to come, that's going to be a money maker. Bitcoin obviously is, you know, if you've got the gold standard, buy Bitcoin. You know, if that's all you could do, buy fractions of Bitcoin and just hold on to it. You know, that's understandable too. But you know, like Ethereum Classic, what, Zcash, some guys are mining these. This Monero's gone up in value. There's a lot out there. So do your homework, find something that you like. I like the fun Bitbean, PIVX, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic. That's what I've got, and that's what I'm interested in right now, because that's all I could do. So sorry about the long video. Sorry if I rambled on, but man, y'all have a blessed day, and I'm gonna go get ready for tennis. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.